All right, welcome back to Fleccas Podcast, episode 61. Today on the show, they're cooking rats in the street of New York City in this week's Urban Decay. A man kissed a 16-year-old boy in this week's Cringe of the Week. We made some AI art that will make you go, that's weird. And last but not least, razor blades in Richard Ratboy's food. We'll explain what exactly happened there. All this and more. It's Fleccas Podcast, episode 61, ranked the best new podcast of all time.
Because words are just words until action actually starts. And actions speak louder than words. But at the same time, words speak louder than actions because sometimes it's the right thing to do. Very cool. Very cool.
Fleccas Podcast featuring Richard Ratboy. That was actually, no bit,
1 for 1.
a true 1 for 1. We've maybe never done that before, and that was a true 1 for 1, just like all the other times. All right, this week's episode is brought to you by our friends over at Undertac. Guys, the holidays are here. If you're looking for the perfect stocking stuffer, Undertac underwear is the gift to give. This is the most comfortable boxers I have ever worn. Richard Ratboy feels the same way. They're made from a fabric called modal, which is basically cotton on steroids. It's really good wicking. It's antimicrobial, super good stretch, doesn't pill and get all bad. These are the best boxers I've ever worn, and I'm not just saying that. They're battle tested by special forces, and Undertac gives a percentage of their profits to organizations that fight human trafficking. A true win-win. Undertac.com is the website. Use code Fleccas20 for 20% off site-wide. It's a great gift to give for the holidays. Why buy underwear from people who hate your guts? Why not support an America First company that shares your America First values? Undertac.com is the website. Go there today. Use code Fleccas20. They support the show. Why not support them right back? If you send me a screenshot for a purchase of $50 or more, I will send you a free based mug. Do this today. Undertac.com is the website. Use code Fleccas20. Support the people supporting us. Let's get back to the show. All right. Thank you, Undertac, for sponsoring. Guys, we have a very important housekeeping. We actually have 3 pages of housekeeping today.
Which is unprecedented.
Unprecedented. Usually it's about a page, maybe a page and a half. So 3 pages of housekeeping. Richard Ratboy, razor blades in his food. We'll get to that later. It's very important. You're going to want to stick around for what happened there. All right. New heart problem and blood clot causer just dropped. There's a couple of them this week, and actually a third thing as well. Energy prices, what's that first headline?
Yeah, it says, TV doctor says devastating energy price hike may cause heart attacks and even strokes.
So you go to the pump, you see how bad the gas prices are. You go,
It's a cartoon eyes. You go, Aruga, and then you just die on the spot.
And then another one, hickeys. A kid got a hickey.
Yeah, this one's lazy to me, in my opinion. 17-year-old dies after hickey from girlfriend causes stroke.
I didn't realize he died. That's very sad.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to.
Well,
I mean, let's talk about the reason here. Like hickey to staph infection, maybe. Hickey to infection that leads to something, sure. Hickey right to stroke?
That don't add up.
Don't add up to me. But.
So on top of all of this, it gets worse because the worst days for heart attacks and blood clots are coming up. What's that headline?
Yeah, it says the 3 most likely days to die of a heart attack are only weeks away. And I think it's all around the holidays, around December.
Yeah, so that's not good. Good luck to everyone out there. I hope you make it.
Yeah, this is like the death barrel. It's just like, get through this day and then you're pretty much good for another year unless you start getting hickeys and your energy costs go up.
Yeah, as long as your energy costs don't go up this winter, which who knows, maybe that'll be a coin flip.
Yeah, Ukraine, Europe, you're in trouble.
This is going to be quick. We're not making fun of anybody, but something happened to Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly it is.
Yeah.
This is him now.
I don't know. Botch job, what do you think? Replaced by a clone?
Maybe replaced by a clone, some sort of bobblehead hybrid.
Yeah. I feel so bad for people like this because they make the decision to try to preserve their youth and then it ends up backfiring and you're
fast tracks them to freak.
To a whole different person. And it's like, dude, Simon Cowell, you like what you were grandfathered in as like a nice like character. You know what I mean?
He even had like a manliness to him where it's like, oh yeah, I'm just like a tough man who says it how it is. And then it's like you sucked all the fat out of like here, I guess.
Yeah, not such a...
Now you're like a skinny neck, big head guy.
Yeah, imagine him going to a panel of like 3 plastic surgeons, like terrible. gone. They just roast him like that.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. Imagine being the surgeon who did it. Like, is he going to like it? It's,
No. Yeah, and you don't know until the bandages are off basically 3 days later.
Never do an operation again.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So sad to see.
Yeah, sad to see. We're not making fun of him. It's just something happened. We have to call it out.
And that's the guys who are just still on TV, still doing stuff, and they lose an edge, and then they think they need something, and it goes crazy. So
honestly, the filler game, it's not good.
Well, I saw a Cernovich tweet talking about how face filler and women, and how women, as they age, lose face fat, and but now girls younger and younger are doing those fillers and stuff, and then they just look 35. They look 40 and which is kind of the same thing for really plastic surgeryed up trans people. They ruin it for plastic surgery women.
Yeah.
And so it's like
they all get tossed in the same part of the Venn diagram,
which is bad. Yeah.
And then, Cernovich's thing was like, guys' opinion, do you think that the fillers look good? And I think most of the guys said no. I think the girls like it. They think it looks good, but I think they just like makes their lips look like, and they look like they're just like overly packed, like a really fat caterpillar.
Yeah. So if you ever see us come here looking like Simon Cowell or fat caterpillar lips or just like no inflection in our face, you're free to leave.
Yeah, it's a full botch job. Yeah. All right, moving on. We have a huge housekeeping. It's 3 pages of housekeeping. Honestly, I'm not just saying this. It's very important, but it's also maybe the favorite housekeeping I've ever put together. I just got back from Tampa, had a lovely trip, hung out with DC Drano, who just launched his new podcast. Links for that, they're in the description. It's a very good show. Very talented guy, very dear friend.
Yeah, he actually called it on his podcast too.
Yeah, he's way ahead of stuff. We love DC Drano and his new show, so go check that out. On the way to Tampa, I got a note handed to me from the flight attendant, and it said, "Dear Flecca," so not a huge fan.
Close enough. Close enough.
"Thank you for everything you do. Keep fighting the good fight. I thoroughly enjoy all your thought-provoking YouTube videos. Stay awesome. Your friendly eyes in the sky." And then she wrote her name, but then ripped her name off because I guess she was scared of exactly this.
Yeah.
Me reading the note and her having some unique name, and then her boss being like, "That's your name, and you're a flight attendant."
Oh, Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn Sanchez, a combo we've never seen before.
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's a kind of like a sign of the times too. You can't have your name because the people who make sense and think guys are guys and girls are girls need to lay low and like communicate in secret and pass little notes to each other because they might get in trouble with the freaks that are in charge of the world for some reason.
Yeah, I forget how nice it is to not have any sort of thing over you, like not telling you to put the governor on, or maybe you shouldn't have said that. It feels good.
Let the kids do what they want.
Yeah, well, the drag queen, I don't see the big deal.
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on. The Pentagon, after an audit, couldn't account for 61% of their money. $3.6 trillion is unaccounted for. So I can give you 911 reasons to worry about that one. Why don't they just stop auditing the Pentagon?
Yeah.
Because every time they do and they go, "Oh, we're missing $2 trillion," whatever their distraction is after that is usually not a good thing.
It gets bad.
And
this is its 5th audit or something. Like it gets audited all the time and just always fails and there's no questions. When you or I get audited, it's like you owe this much money and interest on it and you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Pentagon gets audited. They go, "All right, we'll earmark another $20 billion for you. Go arm some Somalis."
Yeah, exactly. And exactly. Now they have to track down all the Venmos over $600. But Sam Bankman-Fried, they're not going to look into that one.
Yeah.
$3.6 trillion missing from the Pentagon. Who cares?
Whatever.
Leave the Pentagon alone.
Yeah, dude, just let them operate. Let them operate.
Let them operate at exactly like a horrible loss. $3.6 trillion unaccounted for.
Yeah, like that meme. Yeah, the CIA did horrible things in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s. But come on, we're done now.
They stopped.
Yeah.
All right, we've been biking on the mini bikes. We've had a really good routine. Last weekend, Richard Rapoy and I entered a parade here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. We were just driving and we're like, "Oh, there's a lot of traffic today." We got to some closed roads and we're like, "Oh, there's a parade." So we just hopped in the parade, joined it. We're waving at people. Everyone thought it was really cool. And then at the end of the parade, where there was like a checkpoint where there was a guy at the clipboard and he was like, "All right, like one SUV, one float." And then he sees us. He's like, "Who are you guys?" And we're like, "Oh, we're just trying to get out." And then he's like, "Go, get out, get out, get out." And no one even cared. So we take advantage of the lawlessness here. No one even cared.
Yeah, it feels good. And it's like, it feels like we check something off.
Yeah.
In a parade in New Orleans. Good.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then part of the routine when we go riding is we go to the gas station and fill up the bikes. And it's like the bikes are like a gallon tank each.
Yeah.
And they don't even need, to be filled all the way. So I go into the gas station and I'm like $2 on pump 3. They think I'm a crackhead because I ordered $2 of gas.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty funny thing. I yelled at a lady with the mask on. I was driving by and I was like, what are you doing?
You waved at a trans person too.
Wave at trans people.
There was like some guy who looked exactly like the luggage stealing twink, and he was wearing giant high heels. And I see Fleccas ahead of me, and he's like waving at the.
Yeah.
So we do drive-bys.
Yep.
And people don't know that they're part of the bit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have to get going because we're kind of behind on housekeeping. We have 2 pages left, and we got a lot of stuff to get to. The Taliban did its first public execution since being back in power, so congrats to the Taliban.
Yeah.
We're glad to see
You're
them.
back.
They're back.
Back to your old ways.
Make sure you guys congratulate them on Twitter.
Yeah, they're still on.
Because they're still on doing whatever they want. All right. Lots of people have been doing the AI art. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I kind of tried mine too. For some reason, the AI art that I gravitated towards, I guess, is not very popular. But yeah, here's some of the AI art I came up with. We got the Rob Smith. We have all these types of Rob Smiths, more Rob Smiths, another Rob Smith. We have Space Rob Smith. We have Tuxedo Rob Smith. We have Tuxedo Space Rob Smith.
Yeah.
These are
You
all...
went above and beyond
I
here.
really let it loose on the AI. But yeah, the AI stuff I think everyone's getting into is actually bad because it's like dipping your toe into the metaverse world. Everyone makes AI and they look cooler than they are in real life.
Yeah, I think it's an easy hustle. It's like, oh, wow, pictures of me where I'm wearing a cool 1800s outfit and I'm hotter than I've ever been?
Yeah.
Sure.
My
Let me
face
post
is
that.
perfect. My cheeks are chiseled.
No blemishes.
I have a great jawline. So it's like, it's kind of going to be encouraging people to enter the metaverse type of world and leave reality behind, which I think is a problem and kind of the goal. So just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Don't get in too deep, right?
Yeah, because if you die in the metaverse,
You die in real life.
you die in real life. Everyone knows that. And it's annoying to me a little bit because everyone's doing the AI art. I actually invented AI art like 6 months ago. I had a piece commissioned from Richard Rapway himself,
Yeah.
where I basically said, let's take Rob Smith and Ron DeSantis, put them together, and make Rob DeSantis, which is a fantastic piece, which I had framed. And this is the second one I had to order because the first one I ordered was delivered in New Orleans, left on my stoop, and then a homeless person stole it.
So there's a Rob DeSantis. There's a missing Rob DeSantis out there.
So there's like this like group in like the neighborhood we live in that'll just like steal your stuff. Like, I don't know what porch pirates or whatever, where they just like steal your packages. So they probably go back to their little area, their little convent or whatever.
A little tent wooded area.
They're like, all right, what'd you get? And someone opens up, oh, I got like paper towels. I got a bracelet. What'd you get? And it's like, I got Rob DeSantis. So I don't know what you would do with this. But yeah, someone in New Orleans stole the Rob DeSantis photo.
Yeah. Resale value isn't exactly high on the Rob DeSantis.
You take it to
framed
a
pic.
place and go, yeah,
Give me
good
$1.
stuff. Give me $1 for it. All right, moving on. The Razor Blades Richard Rapway's food. We have not covered that. We're going to cover that. That's actually a huge, important thing. All right, speaking of art and making art, obviously in the show lately we've been pushing the action figures. The Dan Crenshaw Rhino, Hillary Clinton receptacle van, Joe Biden the clown, and the dog-faced pony soldier.
Yeah.
And then someone commented, what was the comment?
He said conservatives have the best grift and most clever products. LOL.
Grift?
Yeah.
How is selling something I think is hilarious to people who also think it's funny on the same political side as me with the same views? How is that a grift?
It seems just like a product. It seems just like sales.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like
especially since everyone wants us dead. They want our channel canceled. They don't want us to not make money. It's hard to get advertisers.
Yeah, you think YouTube just shovels the ad money into a furnace for us? Like, no, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, so it's a grift, and it's like the most like unique puzzle, like the Twink puzzle. It's like the most unique products ever. I don't understand the grift attitude or how it could be a grift.
Yeah. It's just a word. It's just the buzzword.
Yeah.
Like anybody trying to sell something, I guess, is a grift.
Yeah. So, guys, FleccasToys.com. That's where you get the cool action figures, the Twink puzzle, the Dan Crenshaw Rhino, the dog face pony soldier. Go check it out today. Get some for Christmas. It's a great gift that you literally can't get anywhere else. A grift would be if I was like a right-wing person, but then I sold like Green New Deal shirts.
Yeah.
Or John Fetterwoman shirts. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I know it's not what I think, but I'm just trying to make money.
Yeah, no
Like,
morals.
That's the grift.
No morals, no like thing, framework.
Yeah, exactly. So go to the FleccasToys.com and get something today. It's a great stocking stuffer. Moving on. Do you know what today is, Richard Ratboy?
December 8th.
6-month anniversary.
Of
6-month anniversary of
what?
You don't remember?
No. Razor blades in my food?
No. Trans people are my friends. Transphobes can catch these hands. It's a 6-month anniversary since we talked about that on the show. Trans people are my friends.
This is why there's 3 pages of housekeeping? Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. WNBA rebuttal. We had a reel go viral. Got like 6 million views on my Instagram about the WNBA. And it was like the bit we did last week about how can you have a rev share when you lose $12 million a year?
Yeah.
Everyone actually owes money. And everyone's like, that's not revenue and profit are different, and trying to like correct me.
Which we actually said on the show, but we cut for the social media clip so that we go faster.
And like, I know what revenue is. I know what profit is. And the whole point of the video is...
You worked at a bank.
Yeah, I worked at like a global bank in 2012. The whole point of the video is you don't get a revenue share when your company's not profitable.
Yeah. It's like, well, they're asking for a percentage of revenue. Why would you ask for a percentage of revenue when you don't make any money?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
So I don't get it.
But we're not being mean to the WNBA people. We actually like them. So I actually have a couple ways for the WNBA to improve their product and maybe attract more fans. I'm not being mean. This is barely a bit. All right, number 1, we make the hoop 9 feet.
Easy one.
Why wouldn't they?
Then more than just Brittany Griner can dunk, right?
Yeah, people can dunk. You probably can make it in easier. You miss less layups. It's less embarrassing. You have less of like a reverse highlight tape at the end of the season.
Exactly.
Which is like a big problem for them.
And they already admitted it. Like, they already have a smaller ball.
Yeah.
So why would you not have a smaller, lower hoop?
Let's just really proportionalize it for you guys. All right, next. Maybe you put a nightclub with a famous DJ in the stadium too, like next to the court.
Ooh.
So you have a little bit of like a nightclub going on. And then you get like a host of an open bar, make sure there's hot chicks there.
Okay.
You can like put the TV, you can have the TVs there playing the game. So basically it's just like you find the tip, the advice is you find a successful business that you can attach to. So it's like the basketball's not working, but if we had like a nice nightclub and Pitbull's there,
Ooh.
maybe
Pitbull.
now it's going to be a profitable business. Then you can attach the WNBA to that.
Yeah.
And then you can point to that and be like, look how much money we're making, when it's really just a thing to keep the WNBA alive.
Yeah, people love nightclubs. All right, I see where you're going with
Yep. Add one guy to every team, and they can't guard each other.
that. Ooh.
So then it becomes one person, like, you know, like ollie
Give it to the ace.
shooting, whatever. All right, next. Half-court shot ends the game in the second half. Half-court shot made in the first half is 20 points. So then by the end of the game, if you're down, it's just going to be a half-court shot contest, which is actually fun to watch.
Yeah, it can get crazy. It goes back and forth. And then it's like a security dilemma where if one team starts taking half-court shots, then you have to start taking half-court shots.
Because they're trying to end
only
you.
One and done, yeah.
They're trying to end you. Then it becomes a half-court shot contest. And I would watch that.
That's electric.
Especially if you're at the nightclub and you're just like looking over and it's just like half-court shot from far away.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, hold up, guys. Pitbull, stop. They're doing the half-court thing.
Exactly. All right. And even Don Lemon, check out this Don Lemon clip. Even Don Lemon knows the truth about the WNBA.
Make the exact opposite argument. I know everyone's going to hate me. Go ahead. But the men's team makes more money.
Hey.
If they make more money, then they should get more
Here,
money.
why does
If
the men's team-
the men's team makes more money because
You know why?
because people are more interested in
But
it.
guess who takes part of blame? I have a big issue with this, guys. WNBA, same thing's happening to them.
There's
Until
also more
media,
interest in the
hold on,
NBA.
hold on. Until big media companies, big tech companies, advertisers invest and put them on their airwaves more and allow people, and allow people to see it more and gain more fans, then you will push toward more quality. But if they are blocked in so many ways and not invested in as much, they don't even have a, I know you're not, but they don't even have a shot.
I grew up the only boy in a family of all women. I understand what you're saying. But not everybody, honestly, has the same skill. Not everybody has the same interest in.
Based on Lemon.
Yeah, that's his one based take a quarter or every 6 months. He has to do one genuine take so that he retains some credibility.
Yeah, exactly. He has to get one thing right just so people can say, wait, this guy just does the opposite of the truth every time.
Yeah, it's like a psyop. He kind of switches up on you. But of course, he's right for both the men's and women's or soccer and WNBA. Like, it's not even a question. And then I like the lady's supposition or whatever she says. Like, once they start getting more press, so it's a marketing thing. We just need to market the WNBA and women's soccer.
Yeah, the whole time. Who knew?
Yeah, there are fans waiting out there who just don't know they exist. Women's sports. And it's like, dude, I mean, not to be too mean, but every single time there's a under 15 men's team beats the women's soccer team.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a joke. High school kids can beat the women. So I don't...
and not being mean, no one wants to watch.
Yeah, nobody
That's just
cares.
It's just no one wants to watch. What do? Do we keep trying to get people to watch, or do we just, cut our losses and make it a tax write-off for the NBA? I think we know what we
already know which path has been taken.
Yeah,
so far.
exactly. All right, page 3, housekeeping. Richard Ratboy, razor blades in his food. We're not there yet, but we're going to get there. You're going to want to stick around because that's probably the craziest thing that we've ever said on the show. All right, next, we have some holiday tips. Obviously, people have a lot of friends and family over during the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, New Year's. A lot of people are cooking and hosting. So there is some, I guess it's...
Life hacks?
A life hack is exactly what to call it. Yeah, it's a life hack. Especially for your appliances, it's kind of a strenuous time of the season for your appliances. If you have a stove, we have a stove tip that I just saw the other day. I think you guys need to see.
The clock on my stove is out, so I don't have the timer to clock the pizza. So what I did the timer on my phone. It'll work.
Wow.
There you go.
Timer on the phone instead of the stove.
Yeah, it'll work.
It'll work? All right, I trust her. That's a good tip. Thank you, Fleccas. You're teaching us.
Okay, last piece of housekeeping. This is an extended housekeeping, a holiday season special housekeeping. New pets just dropped. Richard Rappaway and I have pets. It's basically people we follow, things we like to watch that not everyone likes to watch. It's not like it's a TV show. It's more like people who, do foolish things or are... I don't know.
Dinner for schmucks scenario.
Dinner for schmucks type of situation. Exactly how to describe it.
We're collectors.
Yeah, we collect these types of people. They're fun to pay attention to. It's better than watching the Kardashians or some, Vanderpump Rules. Instead, I like to watch certain unique people that exist on the internet.
So where do we start?
Let's start with the Peabody.
Yeah, this was some sort of drag brunch, some sort of drag, entertainment scenario. And they caught this candid pic of this drag queen. And we always talk about how drag is like the lowest form of entertainment.
Yeah, it's bad content.
Lip syncing at brunch, Whitney Houston, like it's bad content. But this is content, baby.
That's the Monsters, Inc. guy, Billy Crystal, on the bottom.
Oh.
If you put
if you cut it out,
it's the Billy Crystal guy. So this is a great new pet. This is like top 10.
That's like a one-of-one physique, NFT type body type.
Yeah. And that's the type of thing you get framed and you put on your wall. And that's like what I have with the Rob DeSantis. Yeah. You get these things framed and you hang them around. And it's just like you have things that no one else has. And that's special to me.
And here's another angle.
Wow. Dump truck.
Do we want let's not name names here, but this person does have a name. But
do you want to just say it?
Yeah, it's the drag name is Dr. Reverend Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Ganache, is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it.
All right.
So
that's a new one.
Let's do the tits one.
All right, so the Big Titty Woodshop teacher, this is an exclusive photo that was sent specifically to Richard Rappaway. People know I'm obsessed with the Big Titty Woodshop teacher.
One of one.
One of one. This is the Big Titty Woodshop teacher enjoying a movie. And the main takeaway here is same pink shirt. Same exact pink shirt. So now we're left to wonder, is this a cartoon character scenario? Is this someone who has 10 of the same shirt in their closet? Or is this one shirt just getting worn out?
I think it's one shirt getting worn out and stretched out.
Yeah.
Literally worn out. It's a cartoon scenario, and it's not a good wash routine, I think.
Sweaty.
I do that too, where I wear the same clothes every day, but I have like 4 pairs of basketball shorts. And I just swap my T-shirts out, and obviously, undertack underwear. I wear clean versions of undertack underwear.
Smart.
So similar but different. A little more disgusting here. Last new pets. New pets just dropped. And keep in mind too, we call these people pets. We could have said, and it would have been incorrect, new twinks just dropped.
Yes.
But these aren't all twinks. So every twink is a gay person, but not every gay person is a twink.
Exactly. You're very well versed with the definition of twink then. Thank you.
It's like proofs, Exactly. Remember proofs from high school?
Exactly. Well, you can simplify. You can reduce the fraction of twinks, all that.
Yeah. So the last pet that just dropped, which these might be twinks.
Well, this actually fits pet definition a lot more, right?
Yeah. These army pup play guys. So a couple of guys retired from the army and then revealed that they were pup play guys the whole time. So here's one of them.
Yeah, and it says, well, after nearly 3 decades in uniform, this old army dog is finally done. As of today, he's Colonel Ravage, U.S. Army, retired. It's been a great run. Alpha pup. # army pup.
Yeah. So unrelated, what can you do if you want your tax dollars to go to Putin directly instead of Ukraine and America?
Yeah.
What do you do? I just unrelated as well. I just ordered a signed Michael Vick jersey.
Oh,
for $100, which I thought was really cheap.
You got a signed Michael Vick for $100
off Amazon.
That's not signed by Michael Vick. That's signed by Mackle Verde.
So I just got a Michael Vick jersey off Amazon. I used to, as a joke, in high school, I used to wear the Michael Vick jersey on like Jersey Day every year, and I would get in trouble with like the one feminist teacher at the time in like 2006 or 7.
Of course.
But now I'm going to get it again. I'm going to wear the Michael Vick jersey, autographed, $100. Sounds like a steal.
Yeah.
And then this is motivated by this. The dog-faced pony soldier action figure kind of looks exactly like this.
Yeah. This is what Joe Biden was talking about.
Like, isn't it weird that because a lot of times we talk about something and then it happens in real life.
Yeah.
And then I convince myself that I live in some sort of Truman Show situation.
Yeah.
The dog-faced pony soldier we dropped, I think, last week.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dog-faced soldier. It's like the same as the action figure, except for the horse hooves.
Yeah.
So we could almost change the marketing of dog-faced pony soldier to like pup play army boy.
Ooh.
Pup play twink guy.
And then the one disappointing thing about this is this guy posted this on his retirement. So he wasn't full
the whole time. He
Yeah.
was secret.
Well, yeah, exactly. He wasn't leading with it. He wasn't like a Joe Biden nuclear luggage scientist twink. Like he was kind of hiding it, which is the right thing to do.
I don't know if that's good or not, because then we find out that one of our highest in command or whatever was some pup play twink. Is that good, or is it better for them to tell us and then we fire him for it, which is probably illegal?
Well, I don't know. I hope someone at least knew that this guy was a pup play twink and was watching him closely, because otherwise it's like, how many Russian spies are in our military? How many Chinese total loyal to China are in our military?
That's true, but the Russian spies and the Chinese spies probably would never do this twink shit.
Oh, of course. I'm just talking about our military's ability to see how many fucked up people are in it. You know?
Yeah. Well, now I'm worried that the only people that aren't spies are the twinks.
Yeah. It's like, it's a guaranteed way. Well, but now they're going to tradecraft in spying. They're going to teach them to be twinks. They're going to be like, be loud, demand something, like demand something that you would never, ever demand in Russia. And then like, that's fine there. You'll actually fit in.
Gotta wear lady shoes. Shoes.
I wear fishnets. I just it's me.
It's going good, Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad.
All right, that's the end of housekeeping. That was one of my favorite housekeepings we've ever done. We are moving on to Cringe of the Week. Richard Ratboy, razor blades in his food. What exactly happened? Stay tuned. We're going to get to it. We're really close to getting to that. It's really good. Well, it's bad, but it's really good info. Razor blades. You know what that's like.
You know what that feels.
Cringe of the week. Our first one is obviously going to be a cringery. Girl on the mountain bike. pause it right there. Do you think this is gonna work out for her?
Oh, the straight vertical rock face drop? No, I don't think it's gonna work.
Do you think it's gonna work out? You're rolling off the mountain. Do you think this is gonna go well? Your buddy's filming you.
Let's find out.
Yeah, went basically exactly how you'd expect. Absolute wipeout.
Yeah.
Never had a chance.
Yeah.
All right, we're into some really good cringe. This first clip is really weird. Like it was originally, it was like funny, but then you realize what it is, and then it gets weird. Take a look at this. Man kisses a 16-year-old.
I like to smile.
I'm serious right now. Guess how old I am?
22?
16.
You're 16.
Yep.
But if you want to kiss me, I will kiss you. Don't act scared.
Brady, come on. This is my first kiss.
Come on, bend over. I can't reach you.
I came to this film really to find love. I wanted to find me a good American woman.
I'm not a woman.
Oh.
I'm not a woman.
Wait, what?
He keeps thinking I'm a woman. I'm a man.
Yeah. What was your name again?
Brian.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
So you think it's like a Barbara grandma situation.
Yeah.
And then the whole time it was Brian, and it's 16, and like that's illegal, right?
I guess I would assume that's illegal.
That was
but I don't
super
know.
gross.
And I like it because it feels like the kid was like, "Can I do a kiss?" Like trying to do a bit on this person,
On like a grandma.
who's kind of like borderline person. And it's like, no, you just kissed a dude instead, buddy. Sorry,
That was your first kiss.
maybe I don't know.
That was bad.
yeah.
Not good. All right, next
Extreme cringe there.
Cringe of the week. Chris Christie's niece got arrested. What's the headline?
Yeah, Chris Christie's niece shouted, "Do you know who I am?" during violent plane meltdown.
So she thought being Chris Christie's niece was going to get her out of it.
Yeah.
You know who I am? I'm Chris Christie's niece.
You know Chris Christie's brother?
Yeah, Chris Christie's brother is my dad. I'm 3 people removed from Chris Christie. It's like, all right.
He hasn't been in power in like 10 years.
You just humiliated yourself for nothing. He
Yeah.
hasn't been in power exactly. Like, what are you talking about? He's not shutting down the bridges anymore.
Yeah.
Next cringe of the week, the drunk guy jumps out the window. I don't really have anything prepared for this. I just wanted everyone to see it. Hammered, blacked out. Oh, that was actually nice. Gets away and out the window. Yep. Fun hanging out. 42 stitches.
42 stitches, $1,100 bill to fix the glass. You're not
your
invited.
head.
Stay home next time, buddy. You're
Yeah.
not invited.
I stopped hanging out with people like that.
Yeah.
Every time you meet someone like that, you just go up. This is the last time I'm going to see you jumping out the window, doing physically bad things.
I used to
breaking
respond
stuff.
to your texts. Now I don't.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next cringe of the week: Instagram or long-term relationship. The Sneeko clip. Shout out the homie Sneeko.
Instagram or a long-term boyfriend? Pick one. Okay, let's see.
Instagram.
Okay.
What? Instagram.
Instagram. Okay. Instagram. Okay.
Oh, Judean's getting red pill right now.
Okay. What about you?
Probably Instagram.
Let's Detroit.
I probably already knew, but Instagram.
What the f-
I would say Instagram. I haven't met or found a man yet that can give me what Instagram has given me. So Instagram.
Whoa! Yeah, this is why this show is necessary. Do you see how all these girls are in a relationship with Instagram instead of a real man? They're addicted to attention instead of love.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
People are getting squirts from their phone too much, and that's how AI takes over. And then we have the metaverse, and we have the AI images where everyone looks better. Then like their avatar is who they're going to live through instead of their real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those girls deserves a long-term boyfriend if they're making that, decision. Instagram.
If they're
over
doing
that.
some trashy stuff on Instagram, their brain is probably already fried, and it might be hard to recover.
Yeah, those are the girls who get flown out to Dubai for a weekend, and then they come back and they're never the same.
Yeah, they go to Tulum. Too many people are in Tulum. That's like
Yeah.
a thing. You ever been to Tulum? It's like, oh yeah, I go every year. And it's like,
Okay.
not replying to you
Yeah,
anymore.
you're off.
Yeah, so that's sad. That's sign of the times. That's AI takeover. That's
Yeah.
sad stuff.
Yeah. And then all those girls are going to probably end up marrying some guy who they don't even like or respect, like after getting passed around and used up, and like it's a bad life.
Yeah.
You know, and then you end up hating, you're like, oh my God, think of all those nice guys I had before, and now I'm with the software engineer guy who can actually afford my rent.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets greasy pretty fast. She hates you. You know, I don't know.
She hates you. She tries to run the show. She acts like a man. You kind of just take it because it's the best looking girl you've ever
happy wife, happy life, even
Yeah.
though she's 35 at that point, and it gets bad.
Yeah. It's sad to not have a precious wife, someone who you're like, you're precious.
Yeah.
Because then when you just have like an average person that's not even hard to attain. That's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, we have one more piece of cringe of the week. That got depressing. Cringe of the week.
It's sad. I mean, don't try to stay like that. You know, don't try to be like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. University of Arizona is reimbursing trans surgeries.
Yeah, this is kind of like a little press release. The University of Arizona is establishing a health reimbursement arrangement to assist university employees with out-of-pocket expenses related to gender-affirming surgery and fertility treatments that are excluded by the state health plans.
And the fertility treatments, they give you $2,500, which is nice because they're trying to have a baby. That's good.
$2,500.
$10K is what they give to the people who get their stuff lopped off and their tits lopped off.
If you want to start slicing, it's $10K.
If you want to build a permanent hole after slicing your dick off, we'll give you $10K back.
That'll probably try to close, and you'll have to dilate it religiously, as the last person said. And then that's funny because it's like, imagine you get the trans surgery, and then like the trans person last week who like clearly regretted it, you have to go in for surgery again, and it's like, I thought I had the 10,000, and you have to just pay it all again.
That's so true. And it's like kind of a sign of the times where it's like $2,500 for fertility, $10K for trans surgery. And it's like, that's about right. The trans people are 4 times overwhelming the normal people.
Yeah, that's about their representation in media and on this podcast and things like that. 4X. Yeah.
And then James Cameron recently said masculinity is toxic. What was the exact quote? I don't remember.
He said he said testosterone is a toxin that men should work out of their system.
Oh, it's a toxin? Why don't you come suck it out of me, James Cameron? I don't mean it like that. It's funny because testosterone and sperm counts are all down like 50% from like 50 years ago.
Yeah, don't worry, James Cameron. It's happening already.
Yeah, so it's like James Cameron is right, kind of, if there's a problem in society. Like, he's close. He has the entire thing backwards, but he's close. Where it's like testosterone and sperm counts are already down. That's why things are bad. That's why University of Arizona reimbursing trans surgeries. If testosterone levels were where they were 50 years ago, that probably wouldn't be happening.
Trans surgeries wouldn't be going on,
We wouldn't be doing that. So James Cameron is right that society's messed up, but he is attributing the wrong cause to it, and he's actually going to make it worse.
Yeah. And then Muppet James Cameron, like testosterone, it's like you got famous from Terminator, dude. You got famous from Terminator.
Literally Schwarzenegger.
Like the guy was juiced to the gills. And you got famous and money off that. So I don't like these people who kind of like poo-poo where they came from and what they were built off of.
Yeah.
It's like I'm so rich and I made Avatar. It's like you forget what made you popular and you forget what people like.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. All right, before we get into Urban Decay, guys, this part of the show is sponsored by ShopFleccas.com, best merch in the game. We have the Trader Joe's shirt, the Clinton shirt, Crenshaw Sucks, Neon Synthwave Trump, very cool stuff. We have the show hoodie, which I'm wearing right here, which is my favorite. Everyone loves that one. We have the Fleccas Talks Fire sweatshirt, all available on FleccasMerch.com. Go there today. Links are in description. It's a perfect gift for the holidays for people that like the show, or if you like the show, or if you want to just support me on my merch run for Christmas, you will do that if you go buy some. Thank you guys. Check it out. FleccasMerch.com is the website. It's very cool things. There's a Trader Joe's mug. Really cool items that people in your life who are based in red pilled will enjoy. FleccasMerch.com. Go there today. Let's get into Urban Decay. Richard Rappaway had razor blades in his food. We're going to get to that.
When are we going to get to that? What section?
At the end.
Okay.
I'm doing what Hannity does, and I just hold off the best stuff for 3/4 of the way through the show.
Gotcha.
President Trump coming up, but first.
3 ad breaks.
My pillow. All right. Elderly woman gets kicked, and no one chases after the guy. And he runs off. And everyone just stands around.
You know where that was?
No, do you?
No.
But James Cameron thinks that masculinity is too masculine or whatever.
Yeah. It's a toxin.
It's like if there was testosterone, wouldn't that guy be chased down and beat up?
Yeah,
and
be in a headlock.
Disfigured and like passed out and then like handed over to the police like, hey, this guy kicked the lady. And he's just like salsa.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and then
mushed.
charged with like assault of an elderly person, like which is an escalator, you know?
It should be, yeah. But he just gets away. It's probably fine. Like there's like an Americana that used to exist that was like you help people and you chase people down. My dad had a story when I was growing up that I heard a few times where it's like he was riding the subway in New York City on the way to work wearing a suit. A lady got her purse snatched. The guy ran off. My dad and his buddy chased after the guy like all the way through, I believe, Central Park. Like got all the way to him. The guy turned around. My dad was there, like clotheslined him, like decleated him, wrecked him, blew his suit out. And then like went to a bar and drank a beer. And then they returned the lady's purse and he was like a hero. That's
the lady,
good stuff.
how did he get the lady purse back?
I think they just gave it back. She was probably slowly following.
Okay,
a couple
gotcha.
people were. And then, then you're like a hero and that's what you do. You have to step up in a situation like that. Now a lady gets kicked in front of everybody and everyone just stands around.
Well, it's all about incentives and is it worth it, right? And it's like if you steal a purse and or you kick an old lady, steal a purse and nobody chases you and you go, that was pretty freaking easy, you know? But if you get clotheslined by some 6'5" guy who chases you down in Central Park, blows out his suit, it's not really worth it.
That's so true.
Maybe I need to get smarter with my crime. Maybe I need to go white collar, steal, checks or something,
Bad checks.
Assault people because you will get blown out.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I'm ready to blow out. I'm ready to help.
I'm
not going to ever be that. I'm never going to stand around. I just haven't seen anything happen yet.
For sure.
Next, the Ratatouille 2.
Ratatouille 2, the
Ratatouille 2.
Final solution.
They caught the rat. So this is New York City. And this lady's cooking rats, it looks like.
Guinea pigs, rats, something.
Some people are saying it's guinea pigs, and they also said that at Petco, there's a sign that says guinea pigs are not for human consumption because people from third world countries like this come in and buy them and then cook them. And also, here's my biggest issue with that.
Hold on, sir.
You're spinning so fast that the skin doesn't even get crispy.
That's your biggest issue?
You're not even cooking it right.
Yeah.
That's too fast. Someone's going to get sick and the skin's not going to be crispy and nice.
Well, this is, the phrase import the third world, become the third world.
Yep, that's some third world shit.
This is right outside of Smashburger. Some 4'9" stocky Guatemalan woman just doing what she knows. And that's grilling up rats. So import the third world, become the third world. And it's like, shouldn't somebody be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, not only is this health code violations, like you can't do anything here, but we don't eat guinea pigs and rats in America. Yeah. Why don't you stop?
You got to blow that lady up, blow your suit out.
There's no rats here.
Oh, that's bad. That's third world shit.
Import the third world, become the third world. We are some of our parts. And, NYC as a brand, NYC as a culture. It's like, they're grilling rats on the sidewalk, buddy.
Exactly. All right, next, New York City bat to head. This is just a quick clip. And this is just like a two-way reminder why it's good to be pro two-way.
Yep.
He's got a bat in his pants.
Bat in his pants leg, and he sees his ops.
Dinged. Ding.
He sees his ops, and he's knocked out.
Was that for no reason?
I'm sure the guy has beef with the guy for something.
What's ops mean?
Ops means like opponent. It's like black people word for, the gang, the other
ops.
gang.
Yeah,
my ops are after me. 21, can you do something for me? Can you talk to the ops next for me?
Robbie Rob.
Can
you do something for me?
Can you spaceman for me?
But yeah. Interesting. So they got him. All right, next we have a couple of clips which we're going to play quick, and one's just a story. Old pizza man robbed. Old man working at Home Depot gets laid out and dies. And then the cell phone robbery.
Yeah, so let's go with the old man dying at Home Depot first.
Yeah.
Right? So this is there is a video, but we're not going to play it. We just have the slideshow in 1, 2, 3, 4. But this Home Depot worker who is 83 years old dies after being tossed aside by a shoplifter. And here's the 1, 2, 3 of the shoplifter. He goes, "Oh, hey, sir, can I see your receipt?" He goes, "Nah, you can't. These my power tools." Tosses him over. He hits his head. He's 83 years old. He's working probably just to stay active and like keep his mind active. Dies of his injuries. while this young African-American man in Calvin Klein, stocky guy, walks out with 4 Ryobi power washers that he can feed his family with.
Well, he's probably going to start a business.
Yeah, he's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur.
I got an idea to increase our returns.
Yeah, so
we don't pay upfront costs. It's zero upfront costs.
Zero investment.
We start a business.
You looking at a hustler. So I hope that guy goes to prison for a very long time. There's a certain level of like, you don't mess with old people. You don't, and the crimes are accelerated. Like it's assault a person over the age of 65, over the age of whatever. Don't mess with old people. They're frail. And then for you law-abiding citizen watchers, learn a lesson from this and don't do anything risky near old people because they can die pretty easily.
Yeah, that's true.
So poor guy.
Old pizza man robbed.
Yep. Old pizza guy. Here's another old victim.
I got to get the money first.
I know. Let me see. I'm not doing that.
I got to get the money first.
Open the pizza.
2 pan pizzas.
Stole the pizza, put it under his arm. It's like you don't even. You're not even going to enjoy the pizza.
And this old guy limps off. It's like Domino's, 2 pizzas. They sell 2 pizzas for $24. You get a coupon. Instead, you commit a fucking crime against the old guy.
Socio-economic factors.
Yeah. Hey, at least that one's actually food. You know?
Yeah.
This power washer guy, it doesn't. But there's, and you're going to see this in the next clip. There's a little bit of entitlement in criminals that we're seeing these days. Like the last week where, what was the video last week where the girl was fighting with a employee who was
the
keeping
bag
her,
at the store. Let me go.
And she goes, let me go. Let go of me. Let me leave. And he's like, if you leave the bag, you can go. Like, I'm not even going to do what I should be doing to you.
Yeah.
If you leave the bag, you can
There's
go.
an entitlement where it's like, they're surprised that people are putting up a fight. Like, what are you doing? Like, let me go.
What? I saw so many videos of them just walking out of Foot Locker.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to get out of here with all your shit for free.
And so,
stop.
So this cell phone store is a perfect example of that. This girl got her phone screen repaired. She had a cracked screen. She got it repaired, and she's examining it afterwards.
Entitled. This is entitled criminal section.
Yeah.
So she's got the thing.
She gets her phone back, and this guy, you know, he knows the game. So she does the dash. Boom. Door's locked. So it's really hard to hear. But she goes, open it.
Yeah.
Open it. It's like, bitch, it's closed and locked because of you.
You're stealing right now.
You just ran. And then he goes, give me the phone back. Like, he's obviously not going to let her out until he gets the phone back. So all he can do is take the screen off the phone because that's what he did. He'll never get his time back for the labor. But and she's like, no, it's my phone. Like, it's my screen now. Doesn't understand it. Entitled criminals everywhere these days.
They're just so surprised people are putting up a fight.
Let me go with your merchandise.
You have insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so bad. All right, next, the lady crashes into the bus.
Yeah, I don't know where this came from her.
Watch this, y'all.
Watch this, y'all.
Watch this, y'all. Never going to be good.
Watch this, y'all. I'm going to
trying to pass a bus. Oh, no.
Watch this, y'all.
Watch what?
How'd it go? How'd that go?
Yeah.
Exactly the plan. Next, the next slam on the subway. We're going pretty quick because we have a lot of clips this week.
Yeah.
This is Urban Decay. Just next slam power bomb wrestling move on that guy.
What the fuck was that?
That probably hurt really bad.
And they do a prank on him, like, what the fuck?
And he knows it was him. Last piece
nice, good culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun living here, guys. Fun being a part of the New York brand.
Yeah, and then the thing on the caption was just like, I'm just trying to go home.
Yeah.
I just take the subway. I need the subway public transportation to go home, please.
I used to have a guy in Chicago on the train who would get on and he'd just yell. He'd go, blah, 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 like very loud. And I almost kicked his ass one time.
Really?
But I just didn't. I never ended up doing anything. But I wish I did, kind of. That was the beginning of the downfall.
Yeah.
That was like 2016, 2015.
You could have bought us more time.
I think so. I could have sent a message to some street rats out there if I really just let him have it. But I think the train would have turned on me.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, he's not really hurting anybody. But he would come in and sometimes he'd sit down next to you and he would just start yelling. Like, he'd sit down and then it would be hilarious to watch because some people wouldn't know who he was. And he'd be like, is that thing tired? And then he'd get down and go, ah! So, yeah, I don't know. Subway antics have always been them.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, last piece of urban decay. There's a euthanasia situation going on. In Canada, they encouraged a former Paralympic person and also a former a veteran, a Canadian military member. They told her that she should consider euthanizing herself because her wheelchair ramp was taking too long to make.
Yeah. A paraplegic former Canadian military member is ripping her government, which offered to euthanize her after she complained about delays having a wheelchair lift installed in her home.
So that's next wave of stuff.
So it's just logistics problem? Want to die?
Want to just be dead instead?
Private contractor not working out? Want to go to sleep forever?
Yeah.
And this is something we're seeing like more and more often, like with these socialized medicine countries, is just trying to get people to kill themselves. Germany, I think New Zealand is at the forefront of that. Jacinda, she's at the forefront of killing cripples, I guess.
Yeah. And what's the German one?
Canada as well. And German euthanasia clinics are refusing unvaccinated customers. So if you don't have the vaccine, you can't get killed by the German government.
Yeah, clearly not willing to kill yourself.
Yeah.
If you didn't get the vax.
Which is crazy.
They probably need the people who are unvaxxed to repopulate the planet.
Maybe. Yeah.
So maybe that's the thought process there.
Yeah, but so like this whole trend of like, you want to die? And it's like, you want to take the opioids? You want to just, just go off. Universal basic income, we'll give you $1,000 a month. You'll die when we tell you. Eat the bugs, of course. What else?
Yeah.
Whatever
exactly.
Klaus Schwab wants.
Exactly. All right, that is the end of our urban decay. We are coming into some uplifting gold, some things to make us not depressed and leave a good taste in our mouth as we roll into the weekend. First clip of uplifting gold. Where did my wife learn to drive so good?
Yep.
This is someone's wife driving. Look at the skill here.
Minivan Chrysler.
Look at that move.
Woo.
Still got it.
Yo, straight out of Fast and the Furious right there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your comment there?
I don't know.
Got lucky?
Got lucky.
Yeah.
You should also just go right back home after that if that's how slippery the roads are.
Yeah, I don't see you finishing the job to the grocery store the driveway.
Let's just order it and have it delivered.
Yeah, and then have some Uber driver crash into your two cars.
Yeah, that would be better. Next, are you in a VR gang? This is funny. This is from Culture last week.
Get it off. They got you in the game?
No.
If you in the game, you're not going to be playing this. What was that you was doing with your hand?
What, this?
Yeah, don't be doing all of that. What is that?
It's Naruto.
Don't be doing all that.
That's a good mom, I guess. You know? Like,
they got you in a gang on the VR.
She's worried about the VR gang immediately.
Don't be doing all that with your hands.
Don't worry, lady. Like, the worst, he's going to get involved in some dumb crypto and,
Yeah, metaverse shit.
Metaverse shit. He's going to buy some land in the metaverse. Worst case, lady.
AI girlfriend next.
Yeah.
Good news. There was a person who did like a hate crime at UVA. I think they like graffitied something on like a black building.
Yeah. Vandal attacked the Office of African American Affairs.
Yeah.
And then UVA refuses to divulge the race of the vandal.
So the good news is they caught that person.
Mm-hmm.
And the person is
black female in headscarf attacked.
UVA Cultural Black Culture Center.
Mm-hmm. So inside job.
Inside job, but I'm glad they caught her.
Yeah, me too. I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think she's in big trouble.
Yeah. Big slap on the wrist trouble.
Yeah.
Big back to her ways in 2 weeks. She'll be on Twitter calling for someone else to get canceled in a week's time. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next, the girl was saved by her mom from a raccoon. This is uplifting. So the kid is getting attacked by a raccoon. The mom comes out, grabs the raccoon, grabs the kid, puts the kid inside. Go inside, go inside.
The little girl, it's like the raccoon's off. You could just walk now.
Mom takes the brunt of it.
Yep.
Got it by the scruff.
Oh, she was going to really toss him.
Then she tosses him. Everyone's got to go get rabies shots.
Yeah. Which is rabies shots are like 6 shots into your stomach or something. Have you ever heard of that?
Rabies is like bad too. We're in bonus land. We're going to be talking about rabies. There's a guy who had rabies, and rabies can only live in your mouth and saliva. Mm-hmm. So it's like it makes you not want to drink water and hate water.
Yeah.
It makes you like really crazy. And the goal is to get like your saliva on other people to give them rabies. Mm-hmm. It's a very ugly thing.
Fucked up situation there for sure.
Python Cowboy. Yeah, Python hydrophobia. And Python Cowboy talks about rabies a lot too. That's where I learned a lot of it.
Really?
Yeah. All right, next, little girl steals cat. This is uplifting, but also kind of scary. I'm gonna pet you. So that's scary.
Yeah, that's an early save. Does she wet the bed too? It's like early child murderer signs.
Yeah.
Wetting the bed, small animals, and like, I don't know, one other thing.
Yeah, so if that's your kid, keep an eye out.
Yep.
Look, Mom, I'm American. The last, or second to last clip.
Look, Mom, I'm American. I'm non-binary. That's transphobic. That's offensive.
That's pretty good.
That's what we're up to now. That's the brand that America's exporting to the world right now.
That's a good roast.
Yeah.
And then also the dancing grannies are back. This is the last piece of uplifting gold. It's been a year since the attack where that guy drove his car into the Christmas parade in Wisconsin and killed a bunch of people, including some of the dancing grannies. It's been a year. The dancing grannies are back. They have the resolve. They have the persistence. They did not get defeated by a bad person. Instead, they went back to what they were doing, what they liked doing best, and they didn't lose the Christmas spirit, which is a very important message for the holiday season. So, congrats to them. So that's the end of our episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. ShopFleccas.com for the best merch in the game. FleccasToys.com for very cool action figures, collectibles, and the Twink puzzle. And don't forget Undertac. Get some Undertac underwear. They sponsor the show. Let's sponsor them right back. Thank you guys for watching.
What about the razor blades?
Oh, yeah, the razor blades. We made that up.
That was clickbait the whole time?
Did you ever get razor blades in your food?
No, but I thought you might do something with it.
Yeah, that was pure clickbait. It was a lie. It was pure clickbait lie. Times are tough on YouTube. We need more views. They're not helping us. Gotta trick the algorithm.
Apologize to the audience.
I'm sorry. It was a lie. I'm sure you guys understand.
Yeah, I didn't get razor blades in my food. Where would that happen?
He would have like mouth stuff.
Yeah,
have, like,
I'd show up. I'd be, hey guys.
Yeah, so no razor blades. Good memory. I did not remember to acknowledge that.
Also, I feel like we skipped a bunch of things, like Brittany Griner, Russia prison exchange.
Oh yeah, Brittany Griner.
Do you want to talk about that at all? It's too late, I guess.
It's too late, but Brittany Griner's out.
Just for one little merchant of death arms dealer. Small caveat, small trade.
Small trade, and there's other people that are still locked up for petty crimes in Russia that are like military people and army people.
Yeah, there's a Marine who got accused of spying who's still locked up on a 16-year sentence in Russia. Don't worry about him. Couldn't get a 2-for-1 on that for the merchant of death.
Yeah.
Our negotiators are, in trouble, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Good cover on that story. That was good. We almost skipped it. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you at the next one.